been moving, ain't no question about that. So being that, real quick though, because you said this, and I got to kind of get this in, because I'm quite sure a lot of people are kind of curious about this, because you was in LA at the Grammy Awards and all of that, and when the unfortunate situation of Whitney Houston passing, kind of just really kind of give me an oversight of the whole mood of the whole Grammy thing, even though it didn't damper a lot of the things that went on, but overall, you were there. You was able to see, feel it in the air.
To be honest, I was right down the street from her hotel at the time that she was in. When it was announced, because I was at the you know, a lot of people, I guess, don't realize, aside from the actual Grammy Awards, which was Sunday, which is always on a Sunday, there's a lot of pre-award shows and post-shows, you know, like, and parties and stuff that happen the whole weekend, not just on Grammy Sunday. So, you know, I was at the Lifetime Achievement Awards. And at the time that, you know, people were starting to find out that Whitney Houston died, Diana Ross was on stage accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award, and it was just crazy because Diana Ross, being a superstar, like, you would think that nothing could take attention from her, but at the same time she's on stage giving her speech about, you know, accepting this award. I see in front of me, like, the whole audience, the whole crowd is, like, all of a sudden whispering all to each other frantically, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, Diana Ross is on stage, how are people distracted? You know, so people were starting to get texts on their cell phones. People were seeing the news, like, all on their smartphones. So it was just like they never officially announced it at the award show because they didn't want the mood to be bad. But they didn't need to announce it because it was just like wildfire through the crowd. Like, everyone there that was attending it, and everyone there was basically a Grammy-nominated artist and whatnot. It was just going through like crazy. So we all knew, you know, by the time that let out, we didn't have to be told, but
you knew what was going on.
You know, the Grammy people who were running these events were trying so hard not to have it bring a damper to the party. You know, as you could see, they definitely made the Grammys like a tribute to her. So they were trying to turn it around and make it, you know, more positive. But it happened definitely was crazy.
So I just had to get that out the way real quick. But what I want you to tell me real quick is how was it working with Lazy Bone? You know what I'm saying? Like, how when you and Kat got down, and how did y'all vibe together, and how did that whole experience kind of happen?
It's cool. I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was working with Lazy since he is such a well-respected artist, you know. So he in the game, you know, so he and really what he does is he can write his songs, his first song, which is it's on the beat, and he's like, okay, I'm ready to go in the booth. And then he goes in there and he does his chopper stuff, and he's like, da-da-da-da-da-da, and he doesn't even like have it written down. You know what I mean? He is so, you know, just so used to it. You can tell that he's been doing it for years and years and years. That he's so fine-tuned with what he does. And I can only hope, like, he's been doing it longer than I've been alive. He's been, you know, a master of his craft. So I can just hope, you know, that one day I can be as polished and confident as he is, like, just going right in the booth and doing it like that. I do my own thing. I like to be by myself. Usually I like to be by myself and just vibe and, you know, have time to kind of sit on the beat a little bit and see what I'm feeling. He likes to be around people. So everyone has their own way that they write or whatever, but, you know, he's cool, and he treated me like I'm like a little sister or something. Like, a lot of these, like, OG guys have been cool like that. They kind of talk to me like, okay, you know, you want to be in this business, kid, here's what you got to know. So like, as an artist, you can't, like, there's a lot of young artists like myself who want to come into the game thinking they know everything. And we're really hard-headed. I was like that at first, definitely. But you got to realize you got to take the advice that these artists are giving you because they've done it. They've been there. And I mean, you know, Lazy shouting me out for the Grammy we got, but he already has like 2.
Yeah, no doubt.
You got to show respect because Bone Thugs has 2 Grammys. You know, they've sold millions and millions of copies of their albums.
And here's the thing that you said when the OGs be giving you props about the different things that you be doing. The reason being is because they can see, you know what I'm saying? They can see the real deal. They can see that this chick is real, that it she ain't faking and shaking when she come up in here. When she come in and she spit that fire that she's spitting, that's real fire. That ain't something you can get hit with and be able to walk off to your bedroom on. You know what I'm saying? When you get with
well, yeah, and they can respect the grind, you know? Like, definitely. And, you know, Lazy definitely thinks I'm a good rapper. He, you know, he's told me he likes my voice. He told me that a few times. He's like, oh, you know, I like your voice and everything, and it's not fake, you know, because some, you know, chick artists be throwing their voice crazy and stuff. But, but you know, it's nothing else. Even if, I don't know, if you're someone who has a different style and you happen to listen to my music and you're like, it's not for me, whatever, you know, go ahead and knock my music, but you cannot knock my grind at all. Because these guys give me a lot of respect too, because they see how hard I'm working towards what I want. And there's, you know, a lot of people that just are trying to get record deals or do this and that, but they don't want to put any work into it. They want someone to carry them. They want to get a team that's just going to carry them, and they can, you know, just play around. And I really want to work hard for it, because I think you have more longevity in your career when you work hard to get there. I think, you know, if you work really hard to get what you want, you're going to have it for longer. You're going to have a longer lasting career. And
just to show you, and everybody else that's paying attention to you, about how hard you've been working out there and the different opportunities that you've been taking advantage of, you know, I just wanted to let you know that we definitely gonna follow back up with you. You already know you in the February issue of Mafia magazine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we on Whitney Peyton's train also. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let everybody.
I think what I like most about you guys, because like I was telling you about my songs earlier, it looks like one thing, but then it's not.
Right.
Like, I remember you saying at the event that we both spoke at, where we met.
Right.
That, you know, Mafia magazine actually stands for what? Go ahead, tell me again.
Making a future in art. So in case y'all,
there's a hidden meaning. So you think it's one thing and then it's another thing. Like, I love that.
Right.
So I definitely vibe with that. I really loved that when you said, you know, you broke it down for us and it didn't look as hard anymore. It was like, oh, it's actually a creative title.
Right.
It's not just trying to come hard like all these, like, you know, people just trying to have hard names and like.
Right, because because I definitely recognized when we was in a place when we were speaking, you know, we all had our parts. And then I noticed when I was speaking, they was kind of looking at me in a certain light, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to make sure that they understood the real light that they need to be seeing me and my business and my chromies are doing. And when I broke it down and let everybody know that it was making a future in art, then the whole room and hopefully everybody else understands what Mafia magazine is all about. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I like that. I like that a lot,
so Whit, baby, yo, it was beautiful speaking with you right now. You know what I'm saying? And conclusion, you know, before we go, I want to give you an opportunity to shout out everything and plug everybody that you would like to plug right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Of course, I want to give credit to the producers of this anti-bullying album that brought me on, because it obviously won this Grammy, and I wouldn't have it without them, because they decided to bring me on to the project and thought I would be a nice sound on their project.
Right.
So thank you to them. There's, you know, over 5 producers for that. Also, of course, right now, Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony is, you know, he's really repping my stuff, and he's getting me my stats up just from shouting me out on his page. So I appreciate that. I have this guy, Ryan O'Donnell from Buzz Records. He's in Montana right now, and he is the one that hooked me up with all these cats, and he's a killer producer, so I have to thank him. But I want you guys to definitely hit me up on like Facebook.com/Whitney Peyton Music, or follow me on Twitter at Whitney Peyton, because I'm all over my social networking sites, and I love talking back to people, you know, and getting back at them. So if you hit me up, I'll definitely respond, and we'll see what's good. But I'm excited to be in this issue of Mafia magazine, and I'm gonna definitely promo it out to everyone, all my friends.
No doubt, yo. For all my listeners out there, y'all heard it first, right here on Mafia Magazine Radio. The great Whitney Peyton, Grammy Award winner. Did y'all hear me though?
First
interview since the Grammy Awards. We got it here first on Mafia Magazine Radio. Hey, Whitney, baby, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate the time that you spent with us and, you know, giving us a little insight on the things you doing, man, and how you living your life these days, man. And I just want to let you know that we appreciate everything that you've been doing and all that you do for our industry. We really do.
No doubt. Thank you so much. Thank you to my followers and fans. I appreciate it.
All right, baby. Take care, and we'll talk to you another time.
Too.